What's up, everybody? Christian James here. Today's video, transgender lawyer has meltdown in court. I'm not sure why, but I'm sure it's funny. Let's take a look.
What are you doing? What are you doing? You're hurting me! You're hurting me!
Well, that didn't go as planned. Let's back up a bit, huh? This is transgender lawyer Rob Hopkins in Oklahoma. Things in the courtroom.
So it's a chick with a beard. Now they're all caught up. The girl with a beard. It's not a bad beard. It's not as good as my beard, but it's a decent beard. All right, let's see how Roberta does.
Are a little testy because Rob's client did not show up for court. So let's watch the tension build to a fever pitch.
I don't think there's any need in going forward today.
We were back to the issue at hand.
I've been to court. Let me see. The first thing you don't do is you don't interrupt the judge. Male, female, they, them, their, it, doesn't matter. Do not interrupt the judge.
Which was, you asked me to not provide testimony on behalf of my client. You asked me what paragraph it was. I pointed you to the exact paragraph.
Stop.
It's her education.
Stop.
See, right
Stop.
there.
Stop because you don't want to hear what the
stop.
argument is.
Stop.
Right there. Listen to the judge. Right? They can hold you in contempt. They're yelling stop. There's no more powerful person in everyday society than a judge. And you don't have to agree with me, but if you ever get in front of one and you run your mouth like this, your day will not go well. This is not Law and Order. This is real life.
You interrupt me one more time, you are being held in direct contempt of court, and
Yes,
you can
ma'am.
wipe that smirk off.
I don't have a
your face.
smirk on my face.
Oh, yes, you
I do
do.
not.
I am not going to tolerate this from you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. There was a pause. There was a break. I wasn't done with my argument.
And I was not done with my statement. You interrupted again. Do not throw your...
I did not throw. It fell off the bench. Please stop stating things that are not true, ma'am.
Sir, you've got a room full of witnesses.
I do. I put it down. I did. I put it down. And
It's amazing, right? How every single motion and like every single thing they're doing is female in nature, right? Is very feminine in nature. Their body language, the way they're reacting, the huffing and the puffing, I'll blow your house down. How do you feel more like a dude, but the only thing you have going on, like, did you just want a beard? Like, ladies, is that what it is? Y'all want a beard? If y'all just want a beard, just get a beard. Keep your face warm in the winter. People like to stroke it, right? When you're thinking, you deep in thought, like, You know what I mean? It's all right having a beard. So if you want a beard, just get a beard. But for the love of God, you're not a dude.
it fell down. I did not fall.
Then settle down.
I'm not upset, and I'm not arguing. You're not letting me make an argument. I'm not red in the face, ma'am. I'm not.
Stop. Our court reporter cannot get what we're both saying.
I am trying to make my argument. You interrupted my argument halfway through.
This
On
is
an
a panic
objection.
button that will get every available deputy in
Yes,
front of
ma'am, I'm
Tom
aware. It's happened to
You're
me before.
interrupting. It has.
Yes.
Because you're out of line
Yeah,
with court.
I guess so.
Okay. If I push that
Or maybe
button,
because I'm a transgender attorney practicing all over this state.
I don't know what you are.
You do, ma'am. It's not that you do.
So we are pausing this until you get the ADA request form filled out and it gets processed.
So we're going to pause the hearing on jurisdiction that's been set twice. I drove an hour and a half to have the hearing.
It's not about you. It's not about you at all. See, right there. It's not about you being transgender. It's not about that at all. You're just mad you have to drive back to the middle of nowhere again. Hour and a half there, hour and a half home to go, an hour and a half back because you don't have the ABA. If you don't have what the judge wants, do you think you're going to argue with her into the point of doing what you want done? You're a lawyer. You know how the law works. It's not because you're transgender. It's because you're an asshole.
My client's available telephonically, and we are simply not even taking testimony.
Is your client available telephonically?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Well, then get her on the phone.
Thank you.
Your Honor, to which we would object. This is as clear as the nose on my face that this woman will not appear before this court because she has a warrant for stealing.
Objection, you're saying that's not true. And you're ready
You
to
will find, sir,
Don't
that
put at me and stare me or shout at me.
Or what?
No, we're stopping.
Let's give you the best one.
Get out of my face,
I've been doing
sir.
it for a long
Get out of
time.
my face, sir.
You may step
Get
down.
out of my face.
Right there, another effeminate reaction. Men We closed the gap. Get out of my face by telling them right now that I've got closer to you, and if you don't get out of my face, there's going to be physical trouble. This is just a lady with a beard and a suit yelling, "Get out of my face, sir! Get out of my face, sir!" It's not how it works. This isn't the street. This isn't the club. This ain't fucking Macy's where you're shopping, all right? This ain't a sale. Get out of my face, sir. No.
Face.
You should leave this county.
Get out of my face. Get out of my face.
People are my friends, and you're being ugly.
And get out of my face.
It's a
Why?
Because you're in direct contempt of court.
He shouted at me. No, I'm not being, you did not even say that I was in
You are
contempt.
in direct.
Dude, I'm not
Judge,
doing
I
my stuff.
apologize, but I felt very threatened by this person. The screaming and the yelling in court, I've never even heard that before in this courtroom.
Well, you want to look like a dude. You get treated like a dude.
Do not hurt me. Do not hurt me.
Hands behind your back.
Do not. Are you throwing me over the...
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting.
Okay. Put your hands behind your back. Stop resisting.
You know exactly what's happening.
Yeah, what's happening is you're being arrested and you think you're special, right? As the Family Guy clip shows. It's not how real world works. This judge isn't putting up with these. Cops aren't going to put up with it. That guy has the worst partying job ever for a guy going bald, right? That lady, you clearly scared her. At the end of the day, you're not acting like a lawyer. You're not acting like a professional. You're acting like a lunatic. So now you're resisting because you're straight arming them and you're going to react like you're somehow the victim, but you're not following any of the rules. Okay.
That way, so you
I can't walk. I'm being thrown down.
just settle down, walk that way.
Settle down. Do not grab me. Do not grab me. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
You're resisting arrest.
You're hurting me.
Yeah, probably.
You're hurting me. You just take me. You just take me. Don't get me. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
You can breathe just
Put your
fine.
hands behind
I
your back.
cannot breathe.
Now you might not be able to breathe that well. You're not in a chokehold. They're in a restraint. Yes, you could have your well, it's a girl, so you don't have an abs apple, but they could cut off the circulation here, but it's not actually a choke. It's a restraint, right? A choke would be you go all the way around and you start locking it in. This is, yeah, it's a restraint. They're trying to get their arms behind their back, and this person won't even let go of their paperwork. If you're being choked and you're being hurt, you let go of what you're holding onto to defend yourself. Right now, they're just making a lot of commotion to look like a victim.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Yeah, you're having a panic attack. They're not hurting you.
Somebody call 911.
That escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Run, please,
It's 911. If you have to, don't follow the rules.
Major security.
See, it's a performance. It's a panic attack. It's a performance. You just keep screaming the same thing over and over. If you just do what they tell you to do, which is comply, because the judge is holding you in contempt, none of this happens and I have nothing to react to. But you're reacting this way to put on a scene because you think people owe you something and you should be saved because you're special. You have to follow the rules like the rest of us, regardless if you want to, play dress up at work.
Somebody call 911.
There, 911.
I don't get a female officer now. Get a female officer now. Get a female officer now.
There aren't any.
I can't get up. I can't see. He just threw my glasses. I can't see.
You don't need
Give
glasses.
me my glasses. Put them on my face. Put them on my face. I cannot
Again,
see.
they think they're in charge. They think they make the rules.
Please give me my glasses. I cannot see. I'm not trying to walk and I cannot see.
You're not trying to walk, you cannot see.
Thanks, Robert. Thanks, guys.
Well, that's what happens when you cop an attitude with a judge in court, regardless if you're they, them, their, it, he, she, him, her, whatever the hell else they come up with nowadays. That's how it goes. You're not in charge, okay? You think you're in charge. You think you're special. You think people owe you this respect because you're playing dress up, because it's just idiocracy. It's mental illness somehow disguised as wrong birth, wrong gender at birth. There's no such thing as wrong gender at birth. If you come out as a duck, something went wrong. You're just a woman who maybe was not that attractive as a woman, so you wanted to switch teams, but you're by no means a man. None of that was masculine, and at the end of it, you called for a female cop because you know you're a female. So you threw a fit. It didn't go your way. You got held in contempt. You wouldn't accept what happened. You threw more of a fit. You got arrested. You got more charges. But hey, because you're transgender, they owe you special attention. Follow the rules. We all got to follow the rules. Nobody's above the law. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me I'm right. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell you agree. Tell me you disagree. Tell me if this was funny. Make sure you subscribe. I'm out.